Boblobster Productions. That's my clock in the background. Off we go to the rest of Area 1 now. We're moving on to the first portrait ghost rooms.
Whoa, lag spike. Oh well.
That's a bit shit, isn't it?
There we go.
This is the study, if you're in here. This is where you're fighting.
Awesome.
Try not to sound too interested. Yeah, this is where you fight Neville, who's the dad of the mansion, or whatever you want to call him. Just ignore that chair for the moment. Just couldn't really do much else with that.
Well, it does look like a chair at least.
Yeah. Well, this is the first room where you get a piece of cheese as well. If you examine the pieces of cheese of the Game Boy Horror, a golden mouse comes along, and if you suck him up, you get lots of coins and stuff. Coins. Yeah, that thing on the side over there, above the fireplace, that is a ship in a bottle, not a bottle in a jar, as I said last time. But you know, just to clear that up, and I think a beacon makes it look a lot nicer than, you know, just a piece of glass.
Yeah, I agree. It's much better.
Some extra interesting facts about this room, like if you tap on the bookshelves, like a little bit of dialogue comes up. You can read books. For example, there's a hint in here about the twins' room, saying that, well, Neville saying that, or it might be Lydia. You know, basically the parents saying that they're afraid of like all the elements, and that's how you defeat them in the hide and seek match. Yeah, it's a bit of a hint.
Oh well, we should move on, I guess.
Yeah, don't want this being too long.
Talking too much, Bob. That's the problem.
Nah, buddy. Spent enough time on this, I'm sure I'm allowed.
True.
Then again, whether the viewers think the same, that's the problem. You have to. Yeah, this is the master bedroom. This is where you fight Lydia, which is what I said a few seconds ago. But to defeat her in this, you have to just pull back the curtain, where this smashed window opens up and just blows a bunch of air in. You know, she doesn't like it one bit, and then that just opens up a weak point, and you can suck her up and all that. If you look out the window, you can see the graveyard in the distance. You know, I put a lot of effort into this, making it so you can see everything.
Yeah, we can tell.
It's a shame that you can't actually see that from walking. You have to fly up and have a browse. But hey, who cares?
So you're using new blocks from the patch as well.
Oh yeah, there's like slabs and oh yeah, the quartz blocks, they were heavenly. As soon as they brought those in, I was like, oh yeah. And the plant pots, of course. So rather than just have a block of dirt there, I could put the actual plant in a plant pot. You know,
more detail than it used to be.
Yeah.
Let's move on, shall we?
Yeah. Onto the twins' room now, which isn't actually in Area 1. It's much later in the game, but you know, it's here, so you may as well go into it.
So this is the twins' room?
Yeah. This is what's their names now? It's Orville and Henry. That's what they're called. Basically, to defeat them, you have to like hoover this. I'm not really sure what to call it. This dial kind of thing on the ceiling. It was the red, and you know, they get kind of annoyed at that and come out, and then they offer to play hide and seek. And once you do that, you leave the room, come back in, then put water or whatever you want to do on the box, and they shake the box around, and well, you can tell that's when they're in them then. Then after you do that, they accuse you of cheating and start bombing you. But you know, that's how it's done. Onto the nursery now, which actually is in Area 1. It's the boss of the Area 1 as well. So you walk in here, and there's just a baby in the crib, and you have to like hoover this rocking horse, and you know, he doesn't like that at all, and just starts attacking you with bears and things, and then you fire a ball at his face, and then he's... Nah, I don't, sadly. You do burn some things though. That's for a much later room though.
Like burning.
I know you do. Hence the name, I assume.
Burn all the things.
Yeah, after you fire a ball at his face, he shrinks you and you go to this boss battle place, which we'll teleport to now. As you can see, the boss battle area itself is just Chauncey's crib. Here he just fires the rocking horses at you and various balls which you've smacked at his face. And to defeat him, that's what you have to do, just smack him in the face with another ball. But yeah, for some reason the crib in the boss battle is different to the crib in the actual room. But you know, if Nintendo want to do that, they can do what they want. In terms of upgrades, this is pretty much the same as it was last time. I just made the wall slightly thicker and put the fences in slightly closer.
Different color too, is it?
Yeah. For some reason in the old version, a few of the blocks are also, like a few of the squares are missing. Like for some reason it was 8x7 instead of 8x8 or whatever. But you know, that's just only something I would notice. You know how it works, Burn. After every massive teleport, you have to start the tea, don't we?
Oh dear
So,
lord.
here we go. I'll try and pour this cup one-handed. Oh, aye. Oh, doesn't that just sound lovely?
Sounds like a load of piss.
Yeah, delicious piss. Right then.
Drink up your bloody piss then.
A flask of tea. It's a great idea. I mean, you know, it saves you running downstairs all the time getting new flasks, or, well, not new flasks, of course, new cups. You know, if you want to stay a night in, flask of tea, that's how it's done. None of this extra transitions.
And people wonder why this video takes so long.
Oh, don't worry. As long as you get the tea down us. Or me, anyway. I don't know what you drink, vodka. Bloody Norwegians. Anyway, here you two.
Bloody Welsh people.
What's wrong with you? Welsh people are the best people.
If you say so.
Yeah. First room of it, well, it's not actually the first room of Area 2 at all, but area. What are you up to?
Oh, I just attempted to pour down the wall. Anyway.
Ah, lovely. Yeah, this is the laundry room. This is where you get Mario's hat, I think. When I say Mario's hat, there's these items spread across the game. So, well, which, hang on, there's a button missing here, what's wrong with that? But yeah, these items spread across the game, well, parts of Mario's possessions, which you then give to the fortune teller, who then just tells you some stuff about them. I can't really remember too much, despite having the game. And once you collect all the items, you can sack up the fortune teller and, well, carry on with the game, I suppose. I also missed out earlier that you can have, you get Mario's shoe in the twins room, I think it is. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, this room here is the butler's room. Butler called Shivers, I believe. To get him in here, he's normally just wandering around the halls, but to get him in here, you have to set fire to his candlestick.
Set fire?
Yeah, damn right. And you like that? Yeah, pretty much.
Fire.
He, you know, him being his name being Shivers and all that, he panics and comes in here, and then, you know, off you go, sack him up and all that. But oh, that's another thing. There's a secret room in here somewhere, but you know, that's for you to decide whenever you decide to come on the server. Try and find if you want. Yeah, and all that. A little hint though, if you played the game, the way to get to the secret, well, I suppose if you played the game you'd know where the secret room is, but there's a little something in there that looks awfully out of place, and that's how you get in. Whoops, what are you on about?
Walking like a drunk, but that will just have to be.
Yeah, onto the ballroom now, if you're in here. Yes. It's a very pretty room, this is. Yeah. This is where you first fight Shy Guy ghosts, where you have to suck off the masks of all of them and then they get pissed. And this is also where you fight a pair of dancers called the I'll have a browse now. The something to do with it. The floating whirlinders, that's what they're called. They're also quite annoying because it's just 50-50 whether they show their weakness. Yeah, can't be dealing with that. Then other than that though, this room be here. Yeah. Don't be spending too long in each room. This room is the storage room. It's where you release all the booze into the mansion. Through this whole thing. If you saw the last version, you'd notice that hole isn't as deep. But that's because directly underneath there is the hallway downstairs, and you know that's always a problem. Don't want to be digging into that.
That's a shame, really. I like that hole.
Yeah, but you know, it's ill old. Yeah.
Not flushy.
Another thing, if you saw the old version, you could have noticed by now, is I made all of these hallways too wider. They can make it a lot more spacious and generally less, you know, less confined. But it did take piss trying to rearrange everything. I did it eventually though. Yeah.
Weeks on it.
Damn right. I did have a picture showing the aftermath, but don't know where that went. This room though, this is the dining room. It's not, you don't actually have to complete this room, but you know, it's where you fight another one of those portrait ghosts. This particular one's called Mr. Lugs, and you know, he's basically eating because he's a fat bastard. And as soon as you suck away all his food, he gets very angry and starts firing fireballs at you, as you do when you're ghosts.
Fire? Like
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, that particular brand of fire. Yeah. Bit of an arsehole to fight he is. Yeah, this room though, this is the kitchen. This is where you get the water elemental, so you can shoot water out of your Hoover, you know, because that's what every Hoover does these days. Shoots various like different elements. Yeah. Well, can't be having it daytime.
Put a bit of work into this.
Did I?
The last one.
Yeah. Try to just get as much stuff as possible out.
Fire!
Like,
Why did you put it out?
stop moaning here. Have a browse on that chest as well. Yeah.
What's in it?
It's just my version of the water medallion.
Oh well.
But yeah, after that, this is the boneyard.
Okay.
One of the first outside rooms. And by outside rooms, I mean there's only like 4 of them. This plant by here is if you water it after every area, it eventually grows to like a giant plant which gives you a bunch of monies. It's very annoying if you forget to water it the once though. But yeah, this room is where you fight the dog. I can't remember his name. I actually have no idea what his name is, but
Mr.
yeah.
Bones?
Nah, Mr. Bones is the just a random skeleton ghost that dislikes the fact that the dog's barking. Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you notice the awesome how I ninja'd that tunnel in there?
Yeah, I saw that.
So I was done. Yeah, this room though. This is the graveyard. It's where you fight Bogmire, who is some form of ghost. I mean, he's like. Not only is he a ghost, but he's a ghost of a ghost kind of thing. Not really sure. It's called the Graveyard Shadow. Bit of an arsehole. But yeah, onto the boss room now. Not much to say here. This is where you fight Bogmire. You have to fire shadows at him at the actual Bogmire, and it stops him moving, so you can suck up some of his health. But yeah, pretty much it for you. If you want to have a nice browse of the surroundings and all that. Not too sure on the fence, but I think it'll do for the moment. We just teleported back from a boss room, you know what that means. Subscribe. Comment too. If you want to. Something else to do with the vids. Yeah.